Here are the latest updates.
South Korea reported 58 new cases of the coronavirus for May 28, all in the densely populated Seoul metropolitan area, as officials scrambled to stem transmissions linked to a massive e-commerce warehouse near the capital.
Prime Minister Chung Sai-kian called for officials to examine working conditions at warehouses of online shopping companies, which have seen orders surge during the pandemic, and other congested workplaces where infection risks may be high.
South Korea has reported 177 new COVID-19 cases over the past 3 days, a resurgence that threatens to erase some of its hard-won gains against the virus and worsen a massive shock to the country's trade-dependent economy.
Social distancing and good hygiene are essential weapons in the fight against COVID-19.
But how can you maintain social distancing in one of the world's largest slums? How can you wash your hands regularly when there is no running water? And what happens when millions of people who survive on meager wages are suddenly without work and struggling to feed themselves?
Check out this investigation from 101 East on how India's poor fared under the world's biggest lockdown.
Cricket Australia boss Kevin Roberts downplayed the prospect of the 2020 World Cup going ahead in 2020, saying the October to November schedule was under very high risk due to the coronavirus pandemic.
Obviously, we've been hopeful all along that it could be staged in October to November, but you would have to say there is a very high risk about the prospect of that happening, Roberts told reporters in a video call.
In the event that doesn't happen, there are potential windows in the February to March period, October to November the following year.
Health authorities in China reported no new confirmed coronavirus cases in the mainland as of the end of May 28.
The National Health Commission, however, did confirm 5 new asymptomatic coronavirus cases on May 28, down from 23 a day earlier.
The Australian state of New South Wales said the coronavirus pandemic could cost it as much $20 billion Australian dollars, $13.3 billion in lost revenues over the next 4 years, underscoring the urgency to revive the country's stuttering economy.
Releasing its first estimate of the economic impact of coronavirus, NSW said budget deficits totaling $10 - 20 billion are expected over the next 4 years, a far cry from its previous estimate in December 2019 of an average budget surplus of $1.9 billion Australian dollars over 4 years.
We are facing the type of economic challenge not seen in generations, perhaps not since people were hammering the last rivet into the Sydney Harbour Bridge in the 1930s, said NSW State Treasurer Dominic Perrottet.
The World Food Programme said some 14 million people in Latin America and the Caribbean could experience severe food insecurity this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
It is vital and urgent that we provide food assistance to the growing number of vulnerable people in the region, as well as those who depend on informal work, said Miguel Barreto, WFP Regional Director for Latin America and the Caribbean.
We still have time to prevent the COVID-19 pandemic from becoming a hunger pandemic.
Hello and welcome to Al Jazeera's continuing coverage of the coronavirus pandemic. I'm Zahina Rashid in Male, Maldives.
You can find all the updates from yesterday, May 28 here.